Greetings, adventurers! Are you ready to play Dungeons and Dragons right now? Sort of. What we're gonna do, sort of. In all my travels across the lands as I search for relics of the past and antiquities and treasures, I went thrift shopping. And one of the things I found amongst all those was this book called An Endless Quest Book, Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons. A Dungeons & Dragons Choose Your Own Adventure book. Actual Dungeons & Dragons, says at the top, from TSR Hobbies, produces the Dungeons & Dragons. So it's legit. And what I thought would be fun to do is throughout D&D December, you guys are going to go on your own D&D adventure throughout this book, where you will make all of the decisions. What will happen is, at the end of every video, within the link in the description, I'll make a poll, and you're gonna decide on what we do next. And we're gonna make this as Dungeons and Dragons-y as possible. I'll read them back to you so you get an idea of what to expect. You are Jamie, an apprentice wizard who has been magically separated from your teacher, Pentagon. Can you get back to him in time to help him battle 3 evil wizards? The paths you may take through Rainbow Castles are many, and the choices are yours. Only you decide whether the Rainbow Dragons will regain their kingdom. Will you be thrust into limbo and be forced to explore the Misty Cloud Castle? Will you go into the dungeons and meet the strange monsters that inhabit the depths? Or will you challenge the magical traps of the tower? No matter which choices you make, adventure and action are yours. In endless quest books, you will find yourself returning again and again to experience new paths of excitement. Okay, so we're gonna do this, but since it's you guys playing this, we're gonna need a character. We're gonna generate a character right now, as quick and dirty as possible. So what we know is that according to this book, your name is Jamie. That name is stupid. We're not gonna be doing that. So instead, your character is going to be named Comments. Last name, please subscribe. All right, Comments, please subscribe. It also says in here that you are an apprentice wizard. So the class is already chosen for us, so we will be a wizard. It does say apprentice, but we'll assume you at least have some training in there. So we'll make you level 2. That way you're not completely feeble at level 1. That sound good? And we're gonna do this for all the attributes and character creation. This is back in old AD&D times, so we're gonna do it AD&D style. We're gonna roll 3d6, and whatever you get is what your stat is, and we're just gonna go right down the line. So for example, strength is going to be 13. We start our days with push-ups. Dexterity is 7. Just because we got some muscles doesn't mean we know how to move them very nimbly. Constitution. Some extra hit points is always good to have though, right? Dang. All right, 16. Yeah, okay. That's 16 constitutions. We'll have some extra hit points. That'll be great. All right, intelligence though. We're an apprentice wizard. We gotta be smart. We are completely average. We got a 10. What about wisdom though? Is that any good or helpful? 9. Nope. All right. Charisma though. We can at least be likable. Oh, nope. That is a 6. Okay, so we're pretty healthy body. We take care of ourselves. We don't get sick very often. We're just super clumsy and no one likes us. Cool. All right, let's get into this. So I'm just going to read this verbatim. And again, the decisions will be yours. Look for the link in the description. Wait till the end to make your choice. Don't vote for beforehand, or you might make a foolhardy choice. And who knows what will happen. This came out in 1983, by the way. Foxes aren't supposed to fly, Comments, Fox says nervously as he hovers in midair. How about putting me down? Leave the flying to Featherface. I feel better on old terra extra firma. Hush, friend Fox, scolds Pentagon. Consider yourself of an important lesson. This is the first time Commons has levitated an object, and you know they need silence to concentrate. Now I'm an object, mutters Fox in disgust as he dangles above the ground. You ache with the effort of holding this spell. Just as you feel you are mastering this skill, a thunderous noise rolls through the room. Your concentration breaks and Fox falls to the floor with a thump. Oh, Fox, I'm sorry, you cry, rushing to his side. I'll be more careful next time. Next time, growls Fox. Forget it. I have to go dig a den, a very long one. He turns and trots quickly from the room. Unfortunate attitude, says Owl. But what can one expect? What can one expect from the family Canidae? I think that's his last name, Canidae? Fox Canidae? I don't get it, whatever. Well done, child, says Pentagon. You're moving ahead nicely with your studies. I hadn't planned on your being able to lift objects for another 6 months or so. But now that we've been interrupted, I suppose we better see who's at the door. And he makes a small gesture with his hand. Poof! A cloud of dust appears, then clears. Before you stands a travel-stained man, one hand raised as if knocking on a door. Lowering his hand, the traveler snaps. Do you always answer doors like that? But then what else should I expect from a wizard? Giving a short bow, he says, Sir, I come from Rainbow Castle. Your presence is required no later than 4 days henceforth. Is it a party? You ask hopefully. The messenger fixes you with an icy glance. Hardly. You are to answer to charges of occupying the Castle of the Pillars and calling yourselves wizard and apprentice. This castle is part of the domain assigned to the wizards Malice, Pothos, and Rubus. Unless you can support your claim to the castle and win their permission to practice wizardry in the area, you will be banished from this land, says the messenger coldly. And now, if you will show me the door, I will return to Rainbow Castle. Poof! A cloud of smoke forms in front of the messenger, and when it clears, a large wooden door stands before them. A mere first-level spell, sneers the messenger. You'll have to do better than that at Rainbow Castle. Still sneering, he turns and strides out of the room. Rainbow Castle? Wizards? What's this all about, sir? You ask worriedly. Centuries ago, when I lost my kingdom to the Evil One, that's in all caps, Rainbow Castle was in the hands of the forces of good, sighs Pentagon. And the three brothers, Malice, Pothos, and Rubus, were apprenticed to a third-rate wizard. Obviously, while I was in the Evil One's power, the balance changed. I think we had better meet with them. It is always best to be polite to one's neighbors. I think I'll sit this one out, says Fox, poking his head through the doorway. That fellow didn't look too pleasant, and he's only the messenger. Pshaw, says Owl. Don't be such a coward. Remember, cowards die 1,000 deaths. Valiant ones die once. Go feather a nest, beak brain, growls Fox. We will let Commons decide. As my apprentice and heir to this kingdom, Commons must learn to make good, sound decisions, says Pentagon, and suddenly there are 3 pairs of eyes staring at you. Well, you stammer, thinking quickly, the way I see it, we have only 2 choices. 1, go to Rainbow Castle and see if we can work out our problems with the neighbors. Or 2, ignore them and don't go. Now is your time to decide, Comments. Go into the description, look for that link to the poll, and cast your vote. After some time, we'll say 24 hours or so, I will look at where the poll stands. And based on that, we will continue this Dungeons & Dragons adventure of Comments. Please subscribe. The level 2 wizard who's got I didn't get your hit points. How many hit points do you have? 5, 8, Constitution +3, 11 hit points. That's pretty good for a level 2 wizard. 11 hit points though, so you can survive. Just don't try to dodge or run away. But we'll see how this goes. So please subscribe. Also, let me know what you think of this. Is this a good idea? I don't know. It's something weird and silly. We can have fun with it. Whatever, man. We're chill. But other than that, please make your decision. This is very important. I'm very curious to see where this goes. Good luck, adventurers.